searching for the answer to our trials. We came so far through our weakness. We found the love, even the stars between us won't marry us. One day we can be together, and this moment could last forever. I say that you and I have found a piece of heaven. So I pray we can be together one day.
Welcome to the Waitakere Badminton Centre. It is finals day for both the Schlesinger, but more importantly, Badminton New Zealand's Wisden Cup. Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai haere mai. My name is Nigel Yolden. Get the great opportunity to commentate this fantastic event. Been going since 1933. It is just steeped in history. Had to take a year off last year, like a lot of sporting events sadly did, but it's come back, and it's come back nice and strong. The other pleasure I get today is I get to work with two outstanding co-commentators. Michelle Au will be joining us a little later on. Anona Pack to get us underway. And Anona, first of all, what is it about the Wisden Cup? What is it that brings out so much passion, so much heart in the badminton community?
Well, I guess because this event is the top teams of each association, and they come and they battle their hearts out for that top scoring point on the table. They want that gold.
What does it mean to the associations to claim that particular prize?
I think Wisden Cup for me is like being top in your club. So to be in the Wisden team is like a privilege and an honour to represent your association.
I'll tell you what, we've had some great action yesterday during pool play, and one team really has stood out. It's a team that this lady normally plays for. It's North Harbour. They have won all three of their ties. Auckland will face them in the final this afternoon. Auckland winning 2. They did lose to North Harbour, and that was quite a convincing loss as well. Do we read much into the fact that North Harbour was so dominant last night in that tie, which in the grand scheme of it, Anona, really didn't mean a whole lot?
Yes, North Harbour is very strong, and I guess Auckland is looking at North Harbour trying to beat them as well, and both teams, their goal is to win Wisden Cup.
Let's talk about the respective teams before we have a look at them. What do you see as the strengths of the Auckland side?
I guess for the Auckland side, they've got the men's doubles are pretty strong. They've got Adam and Dakman. Yeah, so they train and they're specialised in doubles. Yeah, so I guess their strength is in doubles and mix. Yeah. In
terms of North Harbour, it just appears as though they've got just a strong squad right across the board. We're going to have a look at it very shortly. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, they've got the current national champion Mani Abhinav Manota, and also Shauna Lee, who's currently national champion for women's singles. So they've got strength in the singles.
They've got a really strong side. Let's actually have a look at this North Harbour side that they're going to be rolling out for this Wisden Cup final, which is getting underway very shortly. And as we head across, you just look at the strength that you've just heard Anona allude to. Oscar Guau has been playing some really nice badminton as well. Some tough decisions for coach Fanny Megavati to make today, or do you think it'll be a reasonably straightforward lineup she'll go with?
Yes, I think it will be. They've got Oscar in for singles, and then Hunjong and Abhinav for mix, and then Shauna for singles, and for women's doubles they've got Alyssa and Hunjong, and for their last mix they have Edward and Shauna, who are currently mixed doubles champion national titles.
Okay, so as you can hear, that's an absolutely stacked side that Harbour have got. It does sound as though Auckland are up against it, but we know the history that Auckland has in this Wisden Cup as we take a look at the side that they will be rolling out today. And look, if they're going to cause, I guess, maybe a little bit of an upset or put pressure on North Harbour, Anona, where do you expect them to do that?
They changed up their mix, so I could see that Dakman is now playing with Rowan, and Rowan's usual mix partner is Jack Wang, and he's been split to play with Sally Fu in the last mix.
So that there is the lineup that Auckland will roll out today. Let's have a look at the order of play, and you can see starting off it's a real tough start, as we just heard Anona point out, with Manota and Ko getting underway for Harbour, going up against Wang and Apalasok. And then we head into the women's and men's singles. And a reminder too, you just have to win the 4 games. This isn't like pool play where you will play all 6 ties. As soon as one team wins 4 games, they will be crowned as the winner of the Wisden Cup for 2021. All is set, all is in readiness here at Waitakere. Let's get into it with this opening game of the mixed doubles. Well, there you see the combatants in our first of 6 possible matches as they make their way out onto court number 11 here at the Waitakere Badminton Centre. Two talent-laden teams. So the format, just to run through again, we start with the first of 2 mixed doubles, followed by the women's and the men's singles, then the women's doubles, men's doubles and the mixed doubles. Those are the
Okay,
6
and John,
encounters. However,
black or
should
green? Black call, you green?
one team though win 4,
Green.
then that will be the end
Moran
of the Wisden
serve.
Cup final of 2021. That is
You'll receive,
Simon
and
Lynn.
on that side. Okay, thank you.
Coin toss has been made. Simon assumes his position in the chair. He's assisted by Vic Kim, the service judge. Final warm-ups begin. Anona Pack to provide the expert analysis for us here for the opening couple of games.
So here we've got Dagman at 21, and currently he's men's doubles first in national ranking and 4th in the mix.
So just 21 years of age is Dagman, and that's the great thing. You'll see the wonderful talent that is coming through in the sport in
Yeah.
New Zealand. And behind him there, North Harbour.
Yeah.
Abhinav Manota. Now you
yeah.
call him Marnie?
Yeah, Mani, I think I'm used to calling him Mani now, instead of just Abhinav. Abhinav's too long, Mani's quicker. Yeah.
I tell you what, he's pretty relaxed sort of a cat. Massive grin on his face prior to the match getting ready.
Yep.
Very calm.
He's got the nickname, Smiling Assassin. Yeah. The
Every-
shots, he just smiles and then he just does a kill and breaks your ankles at the same time.
Every sport has got one of those, as now we see the ladies taking part.
Yeah, Kun Jong Ko, age 31, and left-hander. She specializes in women's doubles and in mixed doubles.
That's Young Zhong there at the back there with the pink strings in her racket.
Yeah.
And we get the opportunity to see Rowan Palasok just bobbing into your
Ready to
screen
play.
there. 17 years of age, so you see the contrast there.
Yeah. So the Auckland pairing are quite young compared,
Can I get you
a
to
younger
put one
comparing
back in
compared
and
to the
one
North
back
Harbour
out,
pair.
So that
Very quickly before we get underway, what in your opinion, Anona, makes a good mixed doubles pair?
I reckon the men at the back needs to be quite strong and agile to be able to move at least 3 corners, while the girl will just focus on sort of the 3/4 of the court at the front. And yeah, with strong defense and everything, I guess that makes it a exciting match to watch.
Great to have Nona Pack providing the expert analysis for us. We've also got Michelle Au a little later on. Nona, part of the North Harbour setup, sadly not able to take part as she comes back from an injury. Michelle Au as well playing for Auckland in some of the other divisions that you'll see in the background going on. It's a
on
busy
my
old
right,
time here, final
North
day, as I
Harbour,
said.
represented by Abhinav Manota,
We've got
Kun Jong Ko.
Wisden Cup and Schlesinger Cup as
On
well.
my left, Auckland, represented by Dagman Vong, Rowan Apalisok. Auckland to serve, Rowan Apalisok to Abhinav Manota. Love or play?
So the opening point.
One.
It goes to Auckland, and we're underway. Wisden Cup final of 2021.
Dagman is really strong at the back.
2. Love.
He's got strong pushes, yeah.
There was some lovely defence, though, in that as well from the North Harbour duo.
Out. Service over. 1, 2.
I guess Rowan was a bit nervous there with the serves. Great serves from Hunjong.
And straight away, a little bit of that power that you were speaking about earlier coming out from Abhinav, or Marnie as you like to call him.
Yeah.
Too long
Service
there.
over. 3, 2.
Just a reminder for those maybe joining us for the first time. Oh, that's just a lovely touch there.
It's over.
It's first to 21.
3 all.
But there has to be 2 clear points difference.
Fault.
See the quickness
4 3.
that Harbour can score with.
Just a little bit out.
5 3.
Fine margins. Just a small break here at the moment for Harbour.
It's over.
You could see Rowan quickly rushing in after she does
4
the soft shot.
5.
And that's what you want in the mixed doubles as a girl. So once you get that angle down at the net, just move forward is the key.
It's over. 6 4.
Some great support coming in from the sidelines there. The advantage
7
now
4.
3 for Minota and co.
It's over. 5 7.
Beckman Vong.
Oh, it's a pretty long rally.
Oh,
Beautiful.
just dropped in to conclude one of the better
8
rallies we've seen.
5.
And we'll see a bucket load of those today here in the Wisden Cup final. Once the
9,
side reaches
5.
11 points, there will be a 2-minute interval.
Fault. 10 5.
There is that
11,
break that
5.
comes after
Interval.
one team gets to 11, so a nice start here by Harbour. Up by 6 as the respective coaching staffs come in now. What's the sort of information that a coach is looking for in the opening stages of a game, and what are the adjustments they'd be trying to say to their respective charges there?
So they would look at what could improve in the next few points, because they are playing up to 21 and the points do go quite fast. And so if they can make slight changes in their games, then it could actually help them out in the long run as the game progresses.
Court 11, 20 seconds. Court 11,
I guess
20 seconds.
Hunjong and Abhinav would try
Beckman.
to keep the same game strategy, and with the Auckland pair, Henry, their coach, would probably told Deckman and Rowan to change up a little bit just to try
11
things out.
5.
Henry Tam is the coach
Play.
for Auckland. Fendi Magawati is the head coach of North Harbour.
So that's actually quite a dangerous shot for
12,
Auckland to play,
5.
because Hunjong is a left-hander, and for a shot to be that far up at the net to Hunjong's forehand is very dangerous.
How much of an advantage is it to have a left-hander in a doubles combination? Is it any
13,
advantage
5.
at all?
Well, because the majority of the players are right-handed, then it becomes sort of a reflex to hit to what normally would be a backhand, but then it becomes a forehand for
over.
a left-hander.
6 13.
It's a good advantage that Harbour's got at the moment. North Harbour leading by 7 here. Opening match of a possible 6.
It's over. 14 6.
So Auckland split up their mixed doubles player. Rowan usually plays with Jack, and today she's playing with Dackman, which we've seen before in the match against Wellington North,
Service over.
where Rowan and Dackman played against Krishant and Melody.
Why do you think Coach Tam has gone down that way? Is it a case of, look, just trying to give North Harbour a different look, something different to think about? Is it a case of, look, North Harbour has been very dominant thus far throughout the Wisden Cup tournament. Is it just, right, let's just try something new. We're not going to win it doing what we've done before. Just give something. What are your thoughts with regards to that?
I guess because Rowan and Jack are really quite strong in their mix, and to split the strength apart, then it becomes, it strengthens out the other two mix as well.
16-7.
Both Dackman is a mix and doubles specialist as well. I guess Henry's got the choice to mix around their men's players around. So, yeah.
Saw that with the rankings for Dackman. First in the men's doubles, fourth in mixed. But at the moment, it's a very good advantage that Koa Manota have as they close in.
Service over. 8-17. Service over. 18-8.
So just 3 points away.
Nineteen 8.
Lovely play. Yep, that deserved a high five, all right. Beautifully worked by Harbour.
Game point 8.
Game
Abhinav
point.
could just see the gap there and did a cross-court slice.
Game.
First game goes the way of North Harbour.
First game won by North Harbour, 21-8.
Confirmed there by our umpire, Simon Lynn. What did you like about that first game there from North Harbour? What did they do well? What is Auckland going to need to do to try and get themselves back into this one? That was pretty impressive.
I think from 11, Abhinav and Hunjong just kept with their game, and they didn't change much in their gameplay. And I think after the 11, I think Rowan and Dackman sort of had to find their footing and how to get the rallies back and to minimize on their mistakes by hitting out.
So as we see the coach there, doesn't have to say too much to your opening pair. If you are Auckland though, how do you go about getting back into this game? I mean, it's a pretty comprehensive opening game loss there, but you still, this is a great thing. Go back to 0 now once again, to use all the old sporting cliches. But if you are Henry Tam, what are you saying to Dackman and Rowan to try and just get the confidence back up and just try and get a bit of momentum flowing their way?
Like, because we know Rowan is quite good at the net, she needs to get that confidence, have her racket up early at the net, and be able to battle it out at the net with Hunjong. And I think if you can overcome that part there, maybe Hunjong might back down a little bit, and that's where that opening comes out.
So the coaches make their way off. So Henry Tam for Auckland, just sitting down that far end of the court.
Thank you, Vic.
So as we get ready for the second game. All these matches, best of
Second
3
game.
games.
Love all. Play.
That's a good start. Good
Service
positive
over.
start for Auckland.
1 love.
I feel like Auckland might be a bit more aggressive in this game, in the second game.
Well, there was some good defensive work by Auckland, but just too much power at the net there by Harbour. It's Manota. to serve for his team up again. This is a Kiwi moment right here
1.
for the Auckland duo. Just need to stay in contact.
Service over.
Only just
2 all.
outside the tape. Wang and a socket, excuse me.
Service over. 3, 2.
At the moment, Hunjong and Abhinav are quite aggressive with the first 3 in the shots, which is where they're getting most of their points from.
Here by the looks for Kim Jong-ko, having to change the racket.
4, 2. Service over.
Service
Soon,
mistakes, yeah.
soon as the head went back,
4.
you just knew.
Service over. 5, 3.
Very calm and relaxed. Akon Minota. He just pushed a little bit too far.
6, 3.
All that noise you can hear coming from the Harbour team. Yeah, it's gone long as well.
7, 3.
Ooh, good save from Abhinav.
I was going to say, that's super defensive work
8,
by Minota.
3.
So sharp.
Rowan tried to hit it away from him, but Marnie just got that reach. Good return from
Service
Declan.
over. 4, 8.
Powerful smash from Declan.
5, 8.
Interesting to note as well, Abhinav Minota. He's got the old smartwatch on. I wonder if he's keeping his steps up or he's got a target he may have to reach during the game. Interesting to know.
Possibly.
Service over.
I think he checks his heart rate as well
9,
when it goes up.
5.
It doesn't
And-
look, I was
yeah.
going to say the heart rate probably is up, but it doesn't look like he's just so calm on court.
There was I think it was at Nationals, and I was watching with Rebecca, Abhinav's girlfriend, and she was just getting very
5.
nervous watching him play and telling him he needs to hit this, he needs to hit that, and was sending him a message to his phone, which goes to his watch.
11, 5.
Yeah.
Interval.
Oh dear. Could you imagine that as we get a break of 2 minutes as,
Just to check the messages.
what if it, bring home milk, darling, possibly. But this is another good break. Virtually almost a mirror image per se of what we saw in that first game where, again, score of 11-5. I think it might have been 11-6 at the break.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
we've seen Coach Mangawati just come on and then go off. She's pretty comfortable. Her team's got this. But again, long chat again coming from Henry Tam.
Yeah, just some short words of
Court
encouragement.
11, 20 seconds.
I guess it's enough.
Court 11,
Because they are doing the right
20
job,
seconds.
doing the right things and everything.
A reminder that this is the first of 2 mixed doubles games. Should it be required, as I said, once 4 matches are won, that team will be awarded the Wisden Cup of 2021. Mixed matches, they're unranked. Coach can put pairs in any order. Can afford to
11-5.
gamble a little bit, which is what we suspect
Play.
Coach Tam has done here for Auckland.
Wow, 5.
Right now, North Harbour well on their way to securing the opening match. Nice
Service
work. And
over.
again, that power that you heard
6,
Anona Park
12.
talk about from Dakman Vong coming into effect. Auckland need more of that if they're to push this one to the deciding game.
That's good. That's
It's
good.
over.
Yeah, you just I think watching
13,
Jong when she
6.
knows she's done something, there's that little nod. If something doesn't go right, there's the wee head. The head really tells the story for Ko.
I guess there's clear communication coming in from Abhinav as well, because when Abhinav goes to the
14,
back, he
6.
would tell Hunjong to go in, just to take that step forward and cover the net a little bit more. Great net shot from
Service
Rowan.
over. 7, 14.
Well, Auckland need to get on a roll right now. Make the most of these. Service, one there. Get another one back, and that's all they've got to try
8,
and do.
14.
Good serve from Beckman.
9,
Abhinav
14.
thought it was going short.
Yeah, just not on the back of the head there from Abhinav.
Oh, that's 3 points in a row for Auckland.
This is a great wee run, and a much needed run for the
10.
Aucklanders.
14.
Their Mani changes the shuttle. I guess is a tactic just to stop the momentum for Auckland. Auckland could choose to not change their shuttle, especially when they're winning 3 points in a row.
Service over.
Nice response from Harbour. Just to wrestle that
15,
momentum
10.
that Nona Park was talking about away from the Auckland side.
Sixteen, 10.
Frustration there on the
17,
face
10.
of Ryan Apalasok.
Service over.
That's a pattern, yeah.
Frustration
11,
there
17.
from Ani Manota.
Service over. 18, 11.
3 points away from securing the opening game, the opening match of the Wisden Cup.
Nineteen, 11.
This has been a nice performance by Manota and Co.
Just a little bit out
Service
with the
over.
flick serve.
He's got
12,
8
19.
8 points to play with, now only 7. A few frustrations there for Mani.
Service over. 20,
Now move.
match point 12. Game.
And that's it. Two games to love, and it is first blood to North Harbour in the Wisden Cup of 2021. A very impressive performance by
Match won by
Abhinav
North
Manota,
Harbour.
Hyungjeong Ko.
21-8, 21-12.
Confirmation coming in from Simon Lin, our umpire, over Dakman Vong and Rowan Apalasok. Very impressive performance. What did you like the most about that particular performance from the North Harbour duo?
I guess from the North Harbour, Abhinav was directing Hunjong quite a bit and telling her to move in when she could. And yeah, they proved too strong in that match. And just as the players move over to Nigel for their post-match interview, we will look at their matches, and North Harbour won against Auckland 21-8 and 21-12. Just, yeah, over to Nigel.
Well, Abhinav, Mani, that was a nice performance. Did it feel as though they were just trying something a little bit different when you saw the lineup they threw at you this morning?
Yeah, I think we were expecting someone else to play, but then when we saw that, so we were sort of I don't know, it was a different feeling. So we were like, okay, yeah, we'll go with it and see if we can still keep the same plan and keep the rallies going and get the points.
I was going to say, did it affect your game plan much?
Not really, to be honest. We were trying to focus on our own strengths, so it's probably best to put it that way rather than thinking about the other pairs lineup or the team's lineup.
How nice to get the win, get the team off and rolling. You're one step closer now to the ultimate goal.
Yeah, sorry. We are trying best, and we're working harder. Yeah, so good. Yeah, thank you.
Saw coach coming over. Wasn't too much she had to say to you during that contest?
Yeah, I think she was saying that just stick with your plan. Whatever you guys doing, it's good. She was just pointing out 2-3 points and then focus on that and then look for that sort of stuff. And then I think we both worked on that outside. I think that's how we got the games.
Well, congratulations, very impressive. North Harbour 1-0 up in the Wisden Cup final of 2021. We'll let you go rest up. Congratulations on your performance. And we will be back with match 2 of the Wisden Cup very shortly. Welcome back as we get ready for match number 2 in our Wisden Cup deciding tie of 2021. And as you can see, Harbour claiming the first mixed doubles match, and they lead Auckland by 1-0. It is the first team to win 4 games. As we get ready now for the women's singles, win already to Minota and Co over Wang and Alyssa. And now it's going to be a match between the very talented Shauna Lee and Selena Wang. I say first team to win 4 matches will claim the Wisden Cup. If we are all tied up, 3 apiece. We go to the golden match. You see court number 11, as we see now coming on. It's our umpire. It is Vic Kim. He'll be assisted by Greg Bush as the service judge. And it is Shauna Lee and Selena Wang. A big job now for Wang to try and try and even this contest up, but Anona Park, you know Shauna Lee very, very well. This is an incredibly talented young lady that we're about to witness play the game of badminton as the coin toss is being done.
Yeah, Shauna, she is currently under 19, still a junior, and she's been playing quite a few senior tournaments and is getting good results in all discipline. And currently she's under 19's national champion, as well as the New Zealand national champion for women's singles, women's doubles, and mixed doubles.
Okay, so she's a prodigy is really what you're saying here.
Yeah, she is.
Well, tell us, what is it about her game, what is it about her as a person, as an athlete, that makes her so adept at the sport that we're enjoying at the moment?
I was watching, as I watched her growing up, she played a range of sports. So she was into volleyball, she was into basketball, and badminton at the same time. And I guess playing all these different sports made her who she is right now, because volleyball, she knows a lot of diving, and you might see her later on in the singles where she does a few dives. And yeah.
That's Shauna Lee there. We were just watching as well, by the way. Selena Wang doing the warm-ups, 20 years of age, so not exactly old by any stretch herself. As we see Shauna Lee, and I tell you right now, it is absolute music to my ears as a person getting on in life who remembers, though, back in the day when you could compete in multiple sports at school and it was encouraged and you didn't have to specialise so early on. So it's great to hear that Shauna has got that variety of sports to build on and to utilise in this particular game, as we see Shauna on your screen. Let's flip to the other side then, though. Shauna obviously is going to come in as a massive favourite for this one to put North Harbour up 2-0. What is Selena going to have to do? What is it about mixing it up? Is it trying something a little bit different, or does she just need the game of her life today?
I think she just have to have fun, enjoy, and don't think about like the ranking or that Shauna is a very difficult player to play against. Selena, I guess she has nothing to lose as well, so she can play her absolute best and still feel good about it. And yeah, maybe she could win. Who knows?
So you say that Shauna is a difficult opponent. What makes her so tough? Is it just that athleticism, that range that you allude to?
Yeah, so yeah, Shauna, again, she's left-handed. I think half of the North Harbour team are left-handers.
Selena Wang.
And
Auckland to serve.
she is quite strong, Shauna. And you can tell by their height as well, Shauna is a little bit taller than Selena. And that gives her quite an advantage with the reach.
A mistake from Selena on the serve.
So these two play against each other last night when they played the round robin.
It was a pretty comprehensive performance as well, with Shauna Lee winning by 21-13 and 21-2.
Yeah, a strong, convincing win. I guess that gives Shauna that confidence coming into today's final.
Yeah, Selena working at the bottom part of your screen there, nearest to the camera. It is Shauna Lee who's already jumped out to 4-love advantage. One thing I've noticed just early on, again, very much a different pace when you've only got one athlete on the court as opposed to what we saw, which could be at times quite frenetic in the doubles game. Beautiful play there by Lee.
Yeah, there's more, I guess you can say there's more areas to play to in the singles court, whereas for doubles, there are 2 on each side, and the gaps are minimal.
As we see Lee jumping out here very quickly. Wonder that. Talking about a very, very good talent. It's a lovely play there as well. Extends the advantage to 8-love.
I guess there are a little bit of nervousness in Selena as well, with a lot more people at the hall at the moment, and with cameras as well. That adds on a little bit of pressure.
There we go, she's on the board.
Service over. 1-8.
The support of her teammates beside. She set that up beautifully.
Yeah.
Deep into the corner.
Service over.
And followed it hard to the net. That's lovely stuff.
There's close-up of the Auckland coaches. Service mistake from
Service
Shauna.
over. 2-9.
I guess she was just playing around with her serves.
Great rally.
Good. Great battle from Selena.
3-9.
All she was doing is just trying to get the shuttle over the net and in the court.
A little bit of extra energy coming out of the Auckland teammates as well. That's what they want to see. Bit of scrapping, bit of fighting. Working hard, and then that touch of class from Shauna Lee.
10-3. Service over.
Teammate Clive and Jack.
10.
Oh, good strength.
Service over. 11-4.
As we head to the break. 11-4, Shauna Lee. But Selena Huang she's hanging in there.
Yeah.
She's not making it easy by any stretch, but
It's good experience for Selena to play against Shauna. You don't get many chances to play against such high caliber player.
so in terms of, I guess, when we look at a Shauna Lee and you talk about the, number one pretty much across the board, where do you see her next progression as a badminton player being? Does she need to look at spending time overseas, getting to some of those real hotbeds of the sport?
Yeah, I think it's time for her. Well, she's still got school as well, but if she wants to, she can have that experience to go overseas and have that exposure, have the extra experience as well. It is quite different to playing tournaments and traveling around in New Zealand.
11-4.
So yeah, imagine playing players similar to your level, where in New Zealand it's just players that you're familiar with.
Well, you would see that yourself. I mean, you and Oliver Layden-Davis obviously had been trying to travel around before this jolly thing that will go unnamed in this broadcast that we know all about sort of reared its ugly head.
Yeah, definitely.
The experiences, what does those experiences bring? What does it add to you as a badminton player?
It opens up your eyes actually.
4.
So you see players that are similar level to you, and it's actually a lot harder, especially with different halls have different environment, and there could be a little bit of draft that can make the shuttle go further than you expected. That's something that I had to learn to control when I was traveling, and yeah, I learned a lot traveling overseas.
Lee at the moment up by 14-4 in this first game. This is the women's singles. Harbour having already won the first of the mixed doubles.
Service over. 5-14.
Selena fighting for every point.
I think that is the thing that really is standing out at times. Lee getting the points very easily, and
6.
Hyung having to really having to battle so hard just to get those points.
Yeah.
But as you say, I know that she's battling. She ain't going away.
You can see the fighting spirit in her eyes as well.
Oh,
That's a long reach.
that's a delightful touch.
Service
Beautiful
over.
touch from Shauna Lee.
15-6.
So 6 more points to secure the first game. Best of 3 games.
Oh, beautiful shot from Selena. In on the both sideline. Oh,
No, it was called out. It was a very late call. Very late call.
I thought the line judges called it in on both sides.
Yeah, it was interesting. There was a brief delay, and then both arms were extended by line judges down at the far end there.
17-6.
A nice breaststroke movement. Good power from Selena.
Again, that's that
Service over.
fight that you were referring
7.
Yeah.
17.
She has to take that chance whenever it comes. Just
Can't
a bit too
afford
powerful.
those little mistakes are the ones when you've worked so hard.
7.
Nice. A little fist pump, and understandably so. She's within 2 points of securing the first game. Moves now to game point.
20. Game point 7.
Point
Service
slightly outside.
8-20.
That one's wide as well.
Yeah.
9-20.
Back-to-back points for Selena Wang.
Oh, that net tumble. Oh. Yep, that's legal. Selena got the point.
20.
That's 3 in a row.
Okay.
And there, well, she fought it, but
First game on by
a
Dosava
victory
21.
in the first game. Shauna Lee 21-10. And I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about Shauna. Talk a little bit about Selena Huang there and how she was battling and really scrapping. You said you saw it in her eyes.
Yeah.
Do you see that there's maybe something there that if she could get a little bit more, she could maybe even this thing up?
Yeah. So yeah, usually like body language tells a lot, and you can tell that Selena has not given up yet, and she was still fighting for every shot, even when Shauna was stretching her to different areas on the court, especially in that long diagonal area. And I guess that's the hard part, where you go from one corner all the way to the other corner. And by the time she got there, Shauna was already there waiting. I guess that's the most difficult part for Selena. Just trying to get it over Shauna, get it away from Shauna.
Well, quite an extended chat here between Fanny Magawata and Shauna Lee. Little reassuring pat on the shoulder there from the North Harbour coach.
Yeah. So probably just giving her a little bit of encouragement as well, and telling her to keep her focus. Even though she did win the first game, it doesn't mean that the second game is hers. So she has to keep that focus.
Well, she does seem, Shauna, like seems like quite an intense, quite focused sort of an individual.
Thank you.
So made a couple of mistakes there, and she was obviously annoyed with herself. We'll
Yeah.
get the first serve in the second game.
Second game, level, play.
And underway. A good opening by Shauna Lee.
1 love.
Shuttle change requested from Selena.
Greg Bush, our service judge, happily does the honours. Nice.
Nice overhead.
Work by
Love.
Shauna Lee. Why would a player request the shuttle change? Is it some deterioration or is it a feel thing?
Sometimes when the rally goes on for quite a long time, the shuttle fluffs up, and when the shuttle fluffs up, the speed dramatically decreases, and that makes it hard to hit far, especially when you want to hit it over Shauna with her height.
Okay. Great explanation from Anona
Love.
Pack. And a 4-love start for Lee. Start the second game. See.
It's a twirl. Twirl from Shauna.
It's just dropped in.
Service over.
No, it did
1
not.
4.
All that highlighting the athleticism of Shauna Lee. And won't. Really hanging in there though. Snares another one.
Bit too strong on her backhand, I think.
4.
It's a little bit of frustration in terms of the body language there.
Just a bit short from Selena.
Service over.
You say a little short. Literally, it wasn't that much short, wasn't it? But it was just enough to give Lee that opening.
Yeah, yeah. She was under control in the first few rallies, and when it turned over with Shauna getting the angle over the net down, that's when it changes to Shauna being the offensive player.
5.
Well, she's just hanging in here. Well, we've been saying that. We said it all through the first game.
Yeah.
Lovely return of serve.
Service over. 6 3.
Now it's Selena's turn to make Shauna run from corners to corners. Oh.
Both ladies covering a lot of court in that rally.
That was a very long rally. You can tell Selena's getting a little bit tired.
Mind you, Shauna Lee sucking in a few big breaths there as well. Drops in.
8 3.
Both
Scoreline.
players are just breathing.
Yeah,
heavily.
I think I'm wondering whether that was what that change was more about. A little extra few seconds to try and get some more oxygen into the body.
Well left by Selena.
It has to be said, while the
Service
scoreline would indicate that it's
4
you know, clearly in the
8.
favour of Shauna Lee, this has been a really good game of badminton.
Yes, it has.
Selena definitely not doing herself Any disservice with her performance here, and just continues to just keep trying to grind, get something going. Again, still within 3 points, second game.
Yeah, I guess because Selena played Shauna before yesterday, and that kind of gives her expectation of what's coming up today as well. So I guess she made some improvements on what could have been better from yesterday's match. And you can tell from the points as well that she is improving.
9-5.
So 9-5.
Hold.
Strength there from the backcourt by
10,
Lee.
5.
I guess both players now have their mind of getting to 11 so they can have that quick drink and quick break just to catch their breath.
Service over.
I think that's what she was thinking too.
10.
Saw Shauna Lee just have a wee look over at Coach Migawati. Bit of frustration, bit of, I should have had that one.
Well left from Selena, yep.
7,
Continues just to
10.
work away. Really like the spirit that this young lady plays with. It's what you want to see.
Service
Our
over.
mistake, and we
11-7.
do get to the interval as the coaches wander on, and Fanny Migawati on pretty quickly there. I think the Auckland coaching staff, they'll be feeling pretty proud of what their charge is doing. There we see Shauna Lee.
Yeah.
A bit of a chat and nice animated discussion there.
I feel like Fanny now is telling Shauna to change direction. Instead of like hitting it back to Selena, try to change it instead of hitting the same shot, or switch it around a bit. Because at the moment, Selena is having pretty good rallies with
11,
Shauna.
20 seconds.
The rallies of this
11,
game have been
20 seconds.
very good. As I say, the scoreline, 21-10 in the first game and 11-7. And Selena Wang just continues. She
Thank
just
you.
won't go away. You've got to admire the doggedness of this young lady.
Yep.
We can see it's clear the talent that Shauna Lee has, but Selena
11-7.
has a chance to have a
Play.
chat with her coaching staff. It's been a pretty impressive performance by North Harbour through
12.
their 3
Seven.
pool matches, only dropping 1 game
Yeah.
throughout those 3 ties of pool play.
Service over. 8.
Been very dominant.
12.
Again, left the net just waiting. That left-handed smite.
Service over.
Yeah.
As I say, so
14,
the first
8.
4, something you're just pointing out to me, are known at so 3 of the first 4 players that North Harbour have on court, all left-handed.
Yeah. So Hunjong that we saw in the mix was a left-hander. Now Shauna
9.
is a left-hander, and next up we've got Oscar Guo, who is always who is also a left-hander. There is a slight advantage of being left-hander.
So now you explained the advantage
Service
with
over.
regards to the doubles, because
14,
people are so used to
9.
pushing to a right-hander, and that's into the forehand of a left-hander in a double. So in terms of left-handed, is it a similar sort of advantage they have, because right-handers again used to just pushing to the right-hander's weakness, that sort of thing, and again it's coming to a forehand like that?
Yeah, that's
59.
usually the issue as well. If I'm playing against a left-hander, I would be used to playing that corner, because in my mind it's the right-hander's backhand.
How hard is it though? Because some people will be listening and just thinking, well, the thing is, you go, okay, well, I'm not going to go to the backhand, I'm just going to attack the person's forehand. How hard of mental a shift is it to make when you're so used
Service over.
to heading into those areas?
I guess that's where it becomes, because
50.
it becomes a habit hitting it there. So for you to suddenly switch in just this one game, it's hard to get your body to react to it as well. Because muscle memory, you can't really change it straight away.
And this is such a muscle
16,
memory,
10.
fast twitch fibre sort of a game, isn't it?
Yeah. Great serve from Shauna. That was just in on the line.
So she's closing in on
17, 10.
the second game, which would give North Harbour the second match of the tie. This is to decide the Wisden Cup of 2021.
Well left from Selena.
Sadly, there was no Wisden Cup in 2020. You know the reasons for that. Harbour are the defending champions from 2019. Oh, lovely touch.
Service over.
Moves to within 3 points.
18, 11. Service over.
I guess that's where Selena's getting her points from Shauna's mistakes.
You say too, Selena is, I guess, forcing some of these mistakes. She's kept Shauna out. Great smash there. But she's kept her out. She's moved her along. She's made her, for the most part,
19,
work for her points.
12.
Yes, she's given her the odd one as well. It's a good battling, scrapping performance.
Yeah.
You see the frustration
Service over.
on her
13,
face. She's not happy.
19.
She's
I
making
guess
this a little bit.
yeah, she's got quite a bit of a perfectionist, so her expectation of wanting the shot where she wants to hit is quite high. So a tiny small mistake like that would make her a little bit frustrated.
There you go. Powers her through, and now she has the chance to move
Service over.
to
20,
game
Match
and
point.
match point.
13.
Well, she's
20.
down to compete in the mixed doubles if needed, Shauna Lee. Trying to close this one out.
Selena fighting for every shot.
And still in there as we
Yep.
go to 20 to 15.
15, 20.
The match is not finished until that reaches 21.
Well, Huang should be pretty chuffed with this performance. I know she'll be disappointed
Game.
not to get the W because it's gone to Shauna Lee. Battling effort from
Yeah.
Selena Huang, but 21-10, 21-15, and Harbour are 2 up in the Wisden Cup.
Yeah, great battle
Match
from
won by North
Shauna.
Harbour, 21-10, 21-15.
Score confirmed there by Vic Kim. Well, she got there in the end, but she had to work for it hard,
Yeah,
did Shauna Lee.
Yeah, great battle coming from Selena, where she got more points than she did yesterday. And as the players make their way through for their post-interview with Nigel, let's look back at that match where Shauna was really powerful and dominating against Selena Huang. And unfortunately, Auckland lost in the singles and over to Nigel with Shauna Lee.
Well, Shauna, you didn't have that one all your own way. Selena really made you work today.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I played her yesterday as well, and she made me work, and I knew she was going to make me work again. So, yeah, I had to fight hard for that one.
How much harder was it compared to last night's game? What was she doing that was maybe challenged you, or anything you didn't expect?
I think definitely she got a lot more back than she did yesterday. She thinks she played a really good game and maybe changed up her strategy a bit. I also was feeling a bit more nervous in yesterday. It's the finals, so yeah, I had to try and play like I did yesterday and stick to the strategy.
What were the messages that Coach Megawata was giving to you when you were having those conversations?
Honestly, like, she's coached me so many years, and the main thing she says is like, be patient, because I'm usually try and rush things and try and win the rally too fast, but that one always helps.
We were talking with, we've got a Nona Park doing the expert analysis. She says you do have a little bit of a perfectionist about you at times. What is it that's going to keep driving you as you're already right at the top of the ranks here in New Zealand badminton? What is it that's going to keep driving you forward in the sport?
I definitely have to maintain myself. And also when I go overseas and play tournaments, I definitely have to try and get up more in the ranks for that as well, rather than just start staying here and playing. Yeah.
You're down to play the final mixed doubles. How much are you hoping that it doesn't get that far?
100%. I'm extremely hoping. Does that even make sense? But yeah, hopefully not, eh?
Congratulations on a great performance. Well played.
Thank you so much.
Shauna Lee, winner of the women's singles. A very, very impressive performance. Men's singles up next as our coverage of the Wisden Cup continues here on Sky Sport Next.
I wanna know who you really are, what you dream about at night. I wanna know who you really are, baby, come into the light. I wanna know you. I wanna know you. I wanna know you.
Wisden Cup 2021, two matches in, 2 victories as well for North Harbour. They are up by 2-0 over Auckland. Battling effort there by Wang in the last game against Shauna Lee. And from the women's singles, we will now look to transfer into the men's competition. And so this is going to see Oscar Guo of North Harbour taking on Andrew Rouse of Auckland. You can see it. So wins in the mixed doubles and the women's singles for Harbour. Change of commentator as well. We've got Michelle Au. From the Auckland side of things, we've had some North Harbour from Monona Park. Now we've got some Auckland as well. Battling effort from Selena Huang there, but Shauna Lee, she's a hell of a talent, isn't she, that young lady?
She sure is, and like that was just an insane show that of just what she can do and how she is in the country. So
Oscar Guo and Andrew Rouse will be the next competitors that we will see. And I think it is time for our men's singles combatants to make their way onto the court. They will be led out by Greg Bush. There's Greg. He will be the umpire for this one. And then Simon Lynn will be the service judge. Just about line officials coming out as well. So you see them make their way onto. Greg takes up station. Simon alongside. And there you see
Good game.
Oscar Guo and Andrew Rouse.
Right, Andy. Black or green? Or green? It's black. You want to choose that end? Serve. Okay, thanks, guys.
There we go. So just like that, the coin toss is made. And we see another North Harbour left-hander.
We sure do. One of the infamous left-handers.
Now, we were talking about this with Anona just before. You're coming at it from a different side because, I mean, you know, North Harbour have got all these left-handers coming from the Auckland side of things where they've got to play against the left-handers, and Andrew's obviously a right-hander as well. From a tactical point of view, Michelle, what changes can you make? How hard is it to change all that muscle memory as we look at Oscar Guo there, a 20-year-old with a men's singles ranking of 12th in the country at the moment. How hard is it to change the mental side of things, the muscle memory, to always be trying to push to the weakness of a right-hander, which could, in most cases, be the strength of a left-hander?
Yeah, absolutely. I think all of these guys, they do play against each other very often, so they do get a mix of playing against both left and right-handers, and so that definitely just builds into their, I guess, repertoire, you know, different shots, different angles for different opponents, I guess.
Here is Andrew Rouse, I should say, 23 years of age, 67th, so this will be a big challenge for him, but as we saw from Selena in the women's singles, if you hang in there, battle and scrap, you can make them work for it. And
yep, and if anyone is going to produce an upset, it's most likely going to be Andrew Rouse, I'd say.
why do you say that?
He's had his time, like, you know, with the New Zealand Badminton League, he did get one up on Oscar in one of the opening rounds, and I think that might actually even be their last head-to-head.
Well, that would be a nice week confidence.
Ready to play?
For Auckland, who find themselves down by 2-0 in the tie score, and they need someone to get a W for the blue and whites, because at the moment it's the maroon that is just rolling along quite nicely in this Wisden Cup final of 2021. Auckland have got a very good history. They won it a record 23 years in a row from 67 through to 89. Absolutely dominated this wonderful trophy.
Yep. And I think Badminton North Harbour looking to defend the title. So, a lot to play for today.
And of course there's the Battle of the Bridge bragging rights as well, no doubt, that I'm sure will be at stake every time these teams play.
Every single time.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, North Harbour, represented by Oscar Grohl. On my left, Auckland, represented by Andrew Rouse. Auckland to serve. Love all. Play.
And it is
One love.
Guo that gets the first point.
Definitely in control. Great work by Andy, just putting in some attack there.
1-all.
Straight away we see Oscar quite willing to put the knees on the line in order to win the Wisden Cup there with a little half dive.
Service over. 2-1.
Oscar was part of the 2019 winning side from Harbour. They've got quite a good group of them that have returned. Obviously, as we said, we had the year off last year due to COVID.
And not Andy's first Wisden Cup either. I think previously he represented Waitakere, so he's very familiar with the competition also.
How important is it to have some experience, some knowledge of this event? Because, you know, even just talking to Shauna there, and we know what a wonderful talent she is and where she is in all of these rankings, yet even her saying, well, you're like a bit nervous. This was the final, you know, bright lights, big city, cameras, all that sort of a stuff there. How important is it to have previous success or previous experience at a competition like this?
Oh, I think it's huge, and I mean, they have heaps of opportunities throughout their playing career, but it is very different when you do get to play for your association, a place and a home that you've put so many hours into.
At the moment, as Guo's jumped out to a 4-point advantage.
He's definitely taking control of each of the rallies as much as he can.
So you said that Andy had a victory over Oscar during the club competition. What was it that he was able to do in that encounter, if you're able to remember?
Oh, I definitely think in that one, it was a very gutsy performance. Definitely the shorter scoring format did work in Andy's favour. He's a very explosive, emotional player. So that's probably something that works better in a shorter scoring format. And then a bit of luck on his side also, you have to admit.
Well, the luck never goes astray, but the moment is, whoa, and that one's wide as well. And
the luck is not on his side today, I think.
And we're
not yet.
And we're starting to see that other side. You talk about the emotion as well. You see, he's not afraid to show his frustration. There's Andy, this gentleman here on your screen, Oscar Guo, really looking comfy at the moment. So beautifully across the court.
Some excellent court coverage. Oh, say that just a bit too soon there.
Service over.
Oh, no, the coverage was still good. Oscar just looks like at times he's just floating around the court. Andrew, though, that
Bit of a trip, bit of a slip.
needed it. Needed the bit of a break, a bit of luck. Deft touch over the net there.
Service over. 8-2.
Guo to serve. 6-point advantage.
Oh, beautiful shot at the net. The tumble, the spin.
9-2.
His teammates.
If anything, Andy's going to have to dig deep and follow in suit.
Nice, confident, calm look on the face of Oscar Guo.
And he did. Net tumble right back.
Service over.
Well, he's got the Auckland coaching staff sort of sitting away to the baseline here. Either that or maybe he's heard Michelle Au in commentary, because we're not too far away from the court ourselves. Maybe two official coaches and a third unofficial coach sort of just getting in the ear of Andrew there, but
Anything to help get them across the line.
well, it's always hard. Down 2. It's been a pretty impressive opening by Harbour, winning the mixed doubles through the team of Minota and Co. Then Shauna Lee had to work hard, but in the end still winning 21-10, 21-15, and Oscar Guo just a point away from taking this to the break that we get after 11 points are reached.
Some good patience by both these players. Oh. And then there goes the winner.
Then just some raw power from Oscar Guo to take it to 11-4. And a break and a chance for the two coaches to come on and have a chat. Megawati on there, also on there as well as Abhinav, or Mani Minota, coming on for a bit of a chinwag as well. Henry Tam on chatting with Andrew as well. The kind of messages Henry would be saying to Andrew at this moment.
I'm seeing a lot of hand signals. I think it's potentially even bring the shuttle down, look to target his body. Can't be 100% sure.
Well, no, they get a good indication though. The old hand signals are pretty good. Andrew just
Hopefully.
not standing still, just rocking backwards and forwards.
Definitely looking to maintain that momentum though. He did have a little small late charge.
Well, it doesn't take much, as we say, to just turn things around, but it's something that Auckland needs. Someone needs to produce something. We know that North Harbour have had, as we said, this great run through the Wisden Cup.
Play.
Won all 3 ties yesterday, all of them by the scoreline of 6-0, and only dropped just the 1 game in the process. Very impressive. And that was actually I think it was the Wellington games. They might have dropped that one.
Wellington North, yeah, I believe.
I believe it might have been.
Nope. Oh.
Trying to see as we go diving through our. Diving through ours. Sure we will find it somewhere in there. It was a very, very impressive run by Harbour in terms of the game score. At the moment, Oscar in control of this one as well as he extends his lead to 10.
14-4.
It was a great choice of smash just to the inside hip there. Very difficult spot to defend. Excellent rally from Andy Rouse there. Just
service over.
Putting a lot of court coverage. Made a big effort to just take the shuttle early.
Service over. 5-14.
Battle as hard as they can. It was actually North Harbour last night that took that 1 game off, and that was in the mixed doubles.
Service over.
It's a noise coming out of the Harbour contingent. Andy just moving into the backcourt, just getting a wee word of advice from the coaching staff coming in.
That 10-point lead though,
16,
you can see it on Andy's face. There's a little bit of disheartenment on there.
Well, maybe needs to just take a leaf out of his female equivalent and Selena Juan, and the way she just battled and scrapped and ran and tried to force Shauna Lee, and in the end she was able to make Shauna make a few mistakes. Excellent. And there's a nice play.
Service over, 6-16.
Here we go, Andy. The frustration.
Service over.
You see it etched all over the face. You see it in the body language. And that frustration will be, I guess, born out of what you were saying, knowing that he can beat this opponent. Probably as well knowing too, he's a better badminton player than what we're getting to see from him at the moment. Long as well.
18-6.
Low within 3 points. Closing out the opening game in the men's singles.
Looking very comfortable.
Beautiful play.
Cross-court winner, just like that.
19-6.
Very positive body language, but very calm and controlled as well, coming out of the man from North Harbour. Seeing his teammates get him a 2-0 lead. He wants to take his team into a position where the next one could have the Wisden Cup wrapped up in 4.
19.
2 points away.
Eight, 19.
The sort of things that you need in badminton sometimes. It's a very basic fundamental error from Guo there.
Oh, and another one to the body.
Steps in.
20, game point.
So an
8.
opportunity to wrap up this first game.
Game.
Too long. And Oscar Guo, just like that,
First
wraps
game
up
won
the first
by North
game.
Harbour, 21-8.
Confirmed by the chair umpire, Greg Bush. And what did you like about that first game performance by Oscar Guo, Michelle?
Oh, there was a lot of control from Oscar's side there, and he honestly had each rally under control. He had a lot more aggression than Andy did. I think those few rallies where Andy did manage to put in the aggression and start to, you know, be more attacking within the rallies, those were the ones that did pay off. But ultimately, I think Oscar sort of just maintained that control and just amazing points at the net.
So to start the second game, does Auckland need Andrew to be a lot more aggressive than what we saw in that opening stanza?
I think from what we can see here, he's not going to win his rallies by being passive. So he has to look to create something special or even just add some pressure, because I don't think Oscar's got any pressure on him at the moment.
So how does he create that? How does he try to create that extra pressure? If you were coaching Andrew right now, if you're over there, if you had the ear of the men's singles man for Auckland, how would you get him to try and apply some of that pressure to that very calm man we're looking at on the screen at the moment in Oscar Guo?
It's a big call, but I think also he's just got to be creative, at the same time be patient yet aggressive. So I don't know if that contradicts it by being patient and aggressive, but I think that's one of his best bet. And hopefully if Andy can get a few points in a row, get a good chase on Oscar, then we can see Andy's emotions come out maybe, and something special hopefully.
Yeah, well, that's probably one of the key things you've hit on right there. He just needs to get on a bit of a roll. We saw that with Selena Wang in the previous game, where she won 3-4 in a row, and that just sort of get things going nicely as Andrew prepares to receive the first serve of the second game. It's been very impressive thus far by North Harbour.
Love all. Play.
Just too short of a lift.
Powers it through. I can also tell you as well, North Harbour has just won the Schlesinger Cup versus Auckland. That's on the courts out the back of our shots that you're seeing. You switch to that other angle, beating Auckland, score of 6-1. So already success for North Harbour in the Schlesinger Cup. They would love to do the double here, and they're well on track at the moment.
Service over, 1-all.
That's where that patience needs to come in.
He's very frustrated with himself at the moment. You can see just those basic errors. He's not hiding the emotion. But those kind of players, if they just get one or two things work their way, they will just swing the momentum around. And that one dropping just in.
First cheeky fist pump from Oscar as well. So maybe this is the start of a big charge.
They've already got that first game in. Confidence just oozing out of the North Harbour team.
Oh, the recovery.
How good was that? Diving up.
And then just taking that jump shot so early.
Well, there's a bit of a steely look on the face as well now of Oscar Guo as well. He knows he's got his opponent where he wants him. Now he's got the chance to really try and turn the screws.
Once you unleash that fist pump, there's no coming back.
Too long from Rouse.
Very confident lead by Oscar.
Andrew going over talking to the coaching staff there. Gary Tam, also the team manager over there as well, just trying to get him to calm down.
Oh, there we go, that firepower.
Set it up nicely though, didn't he?
It was a beautiful setup at the net. There was an incredible flat play and then just finishing off.
This is a good little break. 5 points already. And a mistake from Guo. Very rare one that we've seen thus far.
6.
Just that shuttle just sat on the net a little bit too long there and then just dropped out.
Well, it's the luck that Auckland and Rouse are looking for. A couple of points in a row. Can he make it 3? No, as he just pushes it too long over the baseline. Again, he looks
Service over.
frustratedly over to the coaching
3.
staff.
He's got to find that patience.
See what you mean about the emotiveness of the way Andrew plays the game of badminton with.
It's very different from Oscar Hay.
Well, Oscar just really looks like he has broken a sweat.
8.
Looks as though he's floating across courts at times, and then we've got Andrews looking.
Andy.
At the moment, he's got that look on his face like a child who just broke one of his favourite toys, and he's hoping Dad can mend it for him.
It's quite the analogy, but I think you might be right there.
Fault.
That's a good big smash.
Service over.
Coaches from Harbour just
4,
indicated maybe it could have been
8.
long. I think Oscar realised that also, but
Yeah.
that's the luck that maybe Andy needs.
Just like that.
Great shot down the line.
Service over. 9-4.
Beautiful. Just saw that, just a rally ago.
10.
Exact same play, and you might have even heard just coming through, you heard the yes that was coming out of Fanny Magawata and also Abhinav Manota. Both of them pretty chuffed with what they're seeing.
10-4. Play. Andy. Service over. 5-10.
Oscar would have liked that point to try and get to the break. Still quite happy with his advantage at the moment, though.
Another. If you've got such a lead, why not try a few things?
Yeah, but if it allows, as you say, an emotive opponent the opportunity to build some momentum back into the game. That's now 3 in a row, and the advantage is now back to 3.
10.
We did hear Andy just then, so maybe this is what he needs.
Service over.
And there he's got back from Oscar.
11,
He tried to get a bit
7,
cute himself there. 11-7. But despite that, Andy's back in this one. Andrew Rouse is back in this. Only down by 4. You saw the score on the top left hand of your screen. He lost the opening game 21-8.
Yeah, and hopefully it's a good opportunity for him to regroup in this interval, try to come up with a new game plan, just be more creative potentially. Meanwhile, I think, on the other hand, with the Harbour side, I think Oscar's just going to step it up and take it to another gear.
Well, he just, as I said, he seems to be in control. I mean, it was so odd to see those mistakes
Court 11,
out of Oscar,
20 seconds.
but it has, to a degree,
Court 11,
let Andrew, it's
20
given
seconds.
Andrew Rouse a little bit of a sniff. And as we were saying, when you get a guy who is emotive, and clearly it's emotive, we've seen
Andy.
Andrew, he's a bit of a jumpy up and down and sort of, you know, when you
Andy.
get something right, there's the little fist pumps here and there and that sort of a thing.
Get you
So
to
he's
strip
looking
the-
pretty chuffed. So now he just needs just another couple of little
11,
moments
7.
to go his way.
Play.
I don't think Oscar's going to let him, but
Yeah,
he has to try.
It is very true. We do have to stress, if you are just joining the broadcast, so glad that you are with us here on Sky Sport Next, Waitakere Badminton Centre. This is the final of the Wisden Cup.
You wouldn't have seen it on screen, but
12,
just another
7.
cheeky little fist pump there from Oscar. So I think we definitely are going into the next gear.
Well, a win here would give the women's double pairing of North Harbour a chance to secure it. That's better from Andrew. Set it up nicely and then was able to
Service
charge the
over.
net.
8, 12.
So coming up
Definitely good aggression.
next up on court, it'll be Hyung Jong Ko and Alyssa Clay taking on Sally Fu and Jasmine Ng.
9, 12.
Andrew still within the 3 points. Just drops. Just drops in.
Service
Now the
over.
emotion really starting to come
13,
out
9.
in both of our competitors. Saying the Schlesinger Cup has
and
been won by North Harbour, and now a few more of the teammates from both sides are
14,
around, and
9.
maybe that's what's bringing this emotion to the surface, Michelle.
Yeah, for both the players, definitely. You can see Oscar definitely getting a lot more fired up, so it's awesome to see. That's the luck we're talking about, and he knows
Service
it.
over.
Yeah, but nice to
10,
see as well, even Andrew with a
14.
smile acknowledging it, and the acknowledged back. Yep, that's badminton. We see that happen in these sort of sports.
Oscar Guo bringing the
Over.
intensity. You can see it a lot more now in his
15,
face.
10.
A little bit more vocalness coming as well from the sidelines now, as I said, with the Schlesinger Cup tie finished, won by Harbour 6-1. Those teammates are coming along, trying to spur on.
Unlucky, it was a good setup by Oscar.
Andrew's just
Service
hanging in here in
over.
this one.
11,
Similar, very
15.
akin to what we saw from Selena Huang in that previous women's singles against Shauna Lee. Battling, scrapping.
Just got to stay in it.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Could have gone either way.
Service over. Take shuttle.
The shuttle definitely just sat on the net there for a little bit.
See Andrew go up and just give the tape a bit of a tickle. Just wondering
16,
maybe just
11.
odd millimetre lower either side of that point. Grail 5 points away. There was an opportunity there with Andrew. There's the
Strong
clenched
fist
fist
bump.
again.
11.
Yep. Oscar's on a mission.
Play.
Oh, big
Just-
scramble.
Just dropped in. Lovely work by both players though.
Andy worked hard for that one, so he'll be a bit disappointed for sure, but great job.
18.
Another
11.
change. Oscar Guo, 3 points away. from giving North Harbour a 3-0 lead in the Wisden Cup of 2021. It would give the women's doubles team the chance to secure that title. Great work though. Rouse ain't going to go without a fight.
Beautiful aggression.
Service over. 12-18.
Andrew Rouse with, could be described as a barbaric York. Those people who like a bit of Dead Poets Society. That one's gone long. There's a couple in a row.
13-18.
The sort of rolls that he needs to get on.
Oh, there's that shot again.
Oh,
Service over.
and he moves
19
to match
13.
point. Oh no. Scoring here. We're saying it's 20. Our umpire is saying it's at 19. There we are. Got the correction done. Still 2 points away. As in all sports, our umpire is our sole point. Take all our leads from him.
There's that aggression from Oscar Ball.
Another guttural growl coming out of Guo, because he's now
20,
at match point.
Match point 13.
One more shuttle for good luck.
Well, Rouse has been far more competitive in this second game.
Game.
And that takes North Harbour to 3-0 in the Wisden Cup. Wonderful performance by Oscar Guo. 21-8, 21-13. And Harbour now
Match won by
3-0
North
in the
Harbour.
tie.
21-8.
And the
21-13.
women's doubles will have an opportunity to close out the Wisden Cup of 2021 for North Harbour. Rouse far better in that second game, but ultimately just too much Guo.
Yep, absolutely. And like we predicted, after the interval, Oscar just stepped it up another level, didn't he?
He's very impressive athlete, that is for sure. Well, just as we get ready for our next set of interviews, just give us your thoughts now for Auckland as they look ahead to the women's doubles. How do they bring this one back, Michelle?
Oh, it's going to be a tough one for Auckland, but to be honest, I think it could go either way. There's a lot of experience across both teams. But I guess we'll just hear a little bit now from Oscar and Nigel.
Oscar, congratulations. He came back at you in that second game, but did you feel as though that you always had it in control?
Yeah, most of the time. I just made a few mistakes because I was getting nervous. Yeah, so as long as I knew he wasn't really winning the points as much, it was just my mistake. So as long as I got that under control, it was okay.
You were very calm through game one. When they did have a few of those mistakes, we noticed you were starting to get a bit more emotional, got the fist pumping every now and again. Is that what you needed just to get yourself over that final hump?
Yeah, basically. Just needed to, because Andy's a really good player, so I know he has a lot of chances to come back, so I just wanted to make sure that I was ready to match his energy, so I stopped that from happening.
How much confidence do you have in the North Harbour women's doubles combination to close this one out next game up?
10-1 odds,
10
I
to
reckon.
1?
Yeah.
Just like that. Congratulations on a great performance.
Thank you.
Oscar Guo has taken North Harbour to within one game of the 2021 Wisden Cup final. Will they secure it in the women's doubles? We will find out next here on Sky Sport Next.
blocked your number. It's hard to tell you no. I know you've got bad intentions. Oh, it feels so good to have attention. Yeah, no one has to know. No one has to know you're my guilty pleasure. Keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. You're my guilty pleasure. I know I'm not on my best behavior, but I stay here anyway. Oh, no one has to know. No one has to know you're my guilty pleasure. You're the seduction. I finally reached a point. I'm the dysfunction. Just trying to fill a void. I know you've got bad intentions. Oh, it feels so good to have attention. Yeah, no one has to know. No one has to know you're my guilty pleasure. Keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. You're my guilty pleasure. I know I'm not on my best behavior, but I stay here anyway. Oh, no one has to know. No one has to know you're my guilty pleasure.
Welcome back. So North Harbour have got a 3-0 lead in the final of the 2021 Wisden Cup. And now all eyes turn to the women's doubles from an Auckland point of view. Their hopes of a fight back will start with Sally Fu and Jasmine Ng. And for North Harbour, their chance to close out, lady we've already seen so far, in Kyung Jong Ko. And she'll be partnered by Alyssa Deglay. And there you see the order of play thus far. So a win in the opening mixed doubles by Minota and Co. Lee over a battling Juan in the women's singles. And Rouse, he battled away in the end, but Oscar Guo just had too much for him. So North Harbour leading by 3-0. And now all is in readiness for the women's doubles.
Absolutely, and they played against this exact same two combinations played yesterday in the round-robin box, going the way of North Harbour, with Hyunjung and Alyssa taking it 21-13, 21-19. But I tell you, from the backcourt, there were great rallies yesterday. Like, all the girls were working hard, so I think this ladies' doubles promises to be a treat.
Well, I think this will be an absolutely fascinating encounter, and we are close to seeing our athletes make their way out onto the court. We've been treated to some very nice badminton thus far, even though when we look at the score of 3-0, North Harbour have had to work for it. But this is a great opportunity for Harbour to close out if needed. There's the men's doubles combination and the second of the mixed doubles.
Good luck. Go to your games.
Listen to
Good luck to your games. Good luck to your games.
So Simon Lim to do the
Okay,
coin
just,
toss.
Just get used to black or green. Black call, you're green. Green. Who's serving? You'll serve. Yep. So receive, and you're on this side. Thank you.
There we go. So all that's sorted by Simon Lin, who is our umpire for this game. He'll be assisted by Vic Kim. He will be the service judge. There we see Hyun Jong Ko. We've already seen the 31-year-old and a very nice performance in tandem with Abhinav Manotta to win the opening match of this tie. She'll be nicely warmed up. She has the opportunity. It's Jasmine Ng, at the back there, 24 years of age, with a ranking of 14th in the women's doubles. And the mixed doubles, she is 8th in New Zealand. So we switch to the other end. Sally Fu, 22 years of age. Ranked number 1 in women's singles, 8th in the doubles there. And new partner from North Harbour, Alyssa Taglay, 21 years of age, 4th ranked and 3rd in the women's doubles, 3rd in the mixed doubles. Lady out of the Philippines. Serves, I think, Alyssa?
I think so. But fun fact though, Sally and Alyssa were doubles partners, and they played together for a solid amount of time. I think last year and the year before that, a bit of success at Oceania level. So they should know each other's games pretty well.
Okay, so how would that translate into this particular game? I mean, you play each other so much, you know strengths, you know weaknesses. How do you go about exploiting it? Can you exploit it even?
Well, it's hard
or
to say.
Or does it cancel each other out? Sorry, mate.
Potentially, like I would say, it cancels each other out, and it just comes down to how good the combination is. I think all 4 ladies are very capable, so maybe it will come down to the combinations.
Well, as we said, we saw these 2 combinations played last night, and again, it was a tie which really didn't mean a lot. Both Auckland and North Harbour had secured their place by the time they met in last night's tie and pool play in the final of the Wisden Cup. Nonetheless, good game, as you heard Michelle refer to, 21-13, 21-19. And arguably one of the closer games. Maybe the men's doubles one was as close. I think it'll be very interesting to see how this all plays out. And once again, will that difference be the left-hander that we see in Hyun Jong Ko? 2 right-handers going for Auckland. The right-left combination for North Harbour.
Potentially. I think Jasmine and Sally have played together in previous
Ladies
Wisden
and gentlemen,
Cup, so
on my right, North Harbour,
time to
represented
shine.
by Hyun Jong Ko, Alyssa Taglay. On my left, Auckland, represented by Sally Fu, Jasmine Ng. North Harbour to serve, Hyun Jong Ko to Sally Fu. Love or play?
Good start by Auckland, Game 4, Wisden Cup Final 2021. Auckland need to win to extend this final to a 5th game. That would be the men's doubles. Harbour need victory to close out. That's a great start by Auckland, who are up by 2-0.
Game faces on.
Harbour on the board. Taglay to serve.
Beautiful angles.
2.
How much of an advantage is it for Hyun Jong Ko having already been on court in this contest so far? Is she warmed up, or is there the element of having been away from the court for about an hour or so that maybe she has just warmed down a little bit?
I think it's always good to have that court familiarity. But at the same time, she's the oldest person on court. She's got a bit more strapping going on than the other girls, so maybe potentially it isn't the best thing.
31 years of age is Hyun Jong Ko. Left hand up. There we see the benefit of that left hand combination. Just catching the backcourt. Jasmine Ng just out a little bit slightly there.
Great aggression from Auckland there.
It's over.
Really set up the rally.
Well, I think that's the thing. They've got to be
4,
aggressive early on.
3.
They can't fall into the trap of some of their teammates who I wouldn't say have been passive, but maybe haven't been as aggressive as we know them to be.
Yep, absolutely.
It's over.
Sally looked confident on that one.
4 all.
It's dropped. Good contest to begin.
5
Far the
4.
most even through the first 9 games that we've seen of our 3 contests thus far.
I promised you a treat.
Well, this one, you can tell that Auckland know that this one, they are so pumped up, they know their team needs this.
6 4.
Good calmness though on the face of the Harbour duo.
They are I would definitely say they are the calmer of the two on court.
Too strong.
It's over. 5 6.
Reminder that one side reaches 11 points. We have a 2-minute break. It's gone too long.
It's over.
A little bit more animated coming
7
from the Auckland
5.
supporters now. Great work defensively by Harbour pays off. Another cracking rally.
It was good shots all round. Just excellent anticipation there from Jasmine.
Over. 8 6.
Great choice with the punch clear, right down the middle. Both the Harbour players just looked at each other.
6.
This is the biggest lead that any Auckland player has had, or any Auckland team has had throughout this tie to this point. Now for the first
10,
time,
6.
Harbour having to chase a little bit. Down by 4. Fu and Ng.
What a lucky lead for Auckland. I think
11,
if it had
6,
scraped in,
interval.
I don't know if they had it.
Well, it's an interval and they lead going into it again for the first time. Fu and Ng. And very quickly, Fanny Megawata over there to have a chat with her. 2 charges, but Jeff, your Henry Tam, there must be a nice little. Must have been a lot more enjoyable walking into this huddle than the previous 3 games. What do you like about what Fu and Ng are doing to start off this first game of the women's doubles?
Oh, I think they're definitely
Court
bringing the
11,
firepower,
20
and that's helping
seconds.
heaps. Hopefully we can
11,
see them continue to
20
do that in
seconds.
this latter half of this first game.
What about for Harbour now? Down for the first time. We've already spoken about the experience that Ko has, and Dougley is not exactly sort of lacking in that department either. What do they need to do just to get themselves back into this particular encounter?
I I think they just
11-6.
get stuck into the rally. I think what paid off for them
Play.
yesterday was they just got into the rally, wore down the Auckland girls a little bit potentially, and then just waited till they had the opportunity to put in a winner. A lot more aggression in that rally.
Some great defence by Auckland.
12.
They've got a
6.
great buffer here at the moment, up by 12. Remembering North Harbour has only lost one game in the entire competition to this point. It was in a mixed doubles last night. Finds the tape. And Harbour needed it to find the tape as well. Regain serve.
Oh, that was lucky. None of the Auckland girls were ready for that one.
Advantage back to 6.
7.
One's long.
It's over. 8-13.
Just the speed and the reactions on a game of doubles on a badminton court. It's quite extraordinary at times.
It's a good use of the punch clip from both sides as well.
Advantage, the acknowledgement there, knowing that it just got the tape. 13-9. Having won as mixed doubles with Jun Jong Ho. Now you hear Amanaf Nanota head cheerleading as well. He's
Man
due,
of many skills.
well, he's due up in the next game, so I guess what he's hoping is they can get the job done so he doesn't have to get up and warm up.
10-13.
That might be why he's cheering so loudly.
Maybe, maybe indeed. Be up with Dylan Sajadska in the next game if required. Reminder that if this match, I should say, was won by Harbour and they're mounting a wee bit of a comeback now. If this match was won by Harbour, we would not require the men's doubles or the second mixed doubles. First team to win 4. Oh, nice work.
I think Sally realised as well, as soon as she hit it,
12-13.
not the best choice of shot.
Oh,
It's over.
that was a cracking reply. The advantage back at 2.
12.
Auckland just trying to hang on. It's out.
15-12.
Battling, yep. I have to say about the shoelace didn't quite look fully tied to me, so just get that sorted.
Safety first.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Play. Out. It's over.
Again, the frustration you saw
13,
straight into the
15.
tape. Brings it back to 2. Nice work by Ko.
Great intercept, and I think that's where a lot of the winners are going to come from, is the person attacking, and they can just set it up for that intercept winner.
All tied up again at 15s.
all.
Harbour waits. Just a little bit of information relayed from the coaching staff of Auckland. Harbour in front for the first time in this encounter. Taglay has the serve. Now up by 2.
2 mistakes in the net from Jasmine.
17.
See where she can regroup from here.
There was some beautiful defensive badminton early in that rally, particularly from Hyunjong Ko. And it's allowed Harbour to move within 3 of claiming the first game in the women's doubles.
Oh, the aggression at the net from Jasmine.
It's over. 16-18.
I do like the sportsmanship we see here. It's a game where, yep, sometimes you do attack the body, it has to be said, but there's always an acknowledgement. I guess it's because they see so much of each other.
It's over. 19-16.
A lot of frustration coming out of Jasmine at the moment in the body language.
Oh, beautiful. And Harbour move.
She had it set up. She had it set up, and then Hyunjong just came in with a beautiful counter attack on that.
Game point for the Harbour duo of Ko, Taglay. Margins and high pressure sport.
It's over.
She knew.
20.
Oh, super rally. Great work, Auckland.
Beautiful setup. They were so patient.
18-20.
Still game point here for Harbour, though. And they get it. Another game closer to a second consecutive Wisden Cup for North Harbour, 21-18. They found themselves in a hole, Michelle Al. They managed to dig themselves out of it. What did they do well to get back in and win that first game?
Oh, I think it's just what we said before as well. It's a mix of patience and aggression. There was a lot more counter-attacking. They looked to intercept a lot more, especially Hyunjong at the net. She just cut off a lot there, and that's what just finished off the rally. I think all 4 of the players, they're quite good at defending in the mid-court, but as soon as you get someone that steps in or cuts off that intercept, that's what just takes it to that next level.
From Sally and Jasmine's point of view, for Fu and Ing, they have at the moment having a chat with their coaches. We watch Fanny Magawata have a chat with her pair, knowing that one more game and they will be crowned the champions of 2021. If you are Coach Tam for Auckland, you must just be feeling so positive. Is it a little bit about, particularly maybe in the case of Jasmine, just getting her to rein in the emotion slightly, or do you want her to play with that emotion?
Oh, to me, I think like she plays really well under emotion, but I think it's just more letting those mistakes go. You know, relaxing off from that. You can see some of the other coaching stuff in the background as well, just giving the relax symbol, relax, just breathe, breathe. They obviously know their players very well, and so yeah, hopefully if they can just bring out the emotion at the right time.
It's the controlled emotion that you need in moments like this. This is the Wisden Cup. It's a wonderful
Court 11.
competition.
20
Trophy
seconds.
first played for in
Court
1933.
11. 20 seconds.
North Harbour are the defending champions. They won in 2019. No competition, sadly, like a lot of sports because of the pandemic.
Now just one
Second
game
game.
away.
One
Love
game is all
or
they need.
Play.
Taglay and Co with the opportunity.
Fault.
And you see Jung Ko driving hard at the net. She was part of that 2019 team. So too the man we saw just before, and Oscar Guo. Minotta also part of that team. Anona Parker was doing the commentary for the first two games. Also Dylan Zozka, who would be up next with Minotta if needed in the men's doubles. There's also a mixed doubles if required as well. That would be Edward Lau and Shauna Lee versus Jack Wang and Sally Fu. Fu's got her hands full at the moment in this doubles encounter.
2.
Goes long.
1.
Auckland back up. Well, we saw last night how tight these two teams were. Scoreline of 21-13, 21-19.
Excellent rotation from the Harbour girls there. They were literally in their element. Children taking early from the rear court and Alyssa just finishing it off at the front.
Wonderful understanding. We're getting a really great example today. The double side of things. Poor mistake there though by Ko, and she knew it straight away.
After such a great rally.
Well, that's the great thing about this game. It's nice work.
It's over.
It is the great thing about this particular game. You can have those wonderful rallies, but those rallies can be at a slowish pace. Then all of a sudden it can just elevate in a heartbeat. Then the pace can drop again as we see touches at the front of the net. It really is a delightful sport where you see right there, lovely touch by Ing on that occasion.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see just a mix of winners, you know. Lots of pace and then just the stop drop.
Yeah, I think to anyone watching on Sky Sport Next, if you haven't been, and I know there'll be a lot of people watching who are converted, who are hardcore badminton folks, and great to have you wherever you're watching around New Zealand or around the world. Great to have you with us here in Aotearoa if you are watching from around the world. But if you haven't, maybe you've just sort of been doing a bit of YouTube surfing, as some people are prone to do, and you've come across it. Man, this looks like a cool sport. Come and watch it live. Because if you think it looks quick on TV, folks, I can tell you right now, it is even quicker. It is even quicker in person. It's the one thing that I've noticed, having been at badminton tournaments, but not having been at one for maybe 3-4 years. First thing I noted is that's a great finish by Ko. Is again, when you get to the badminton hall, it's the pace of the game live.
Absolutely.
See, TV kind of does it justice and it kind of doesn't at the same time. It's one of those weird sports. It's always better being there. Always better being there.
Fault.
Hyunjung looking for the intercept there. Just a little bit unlucky on that one.
5 all.
Brings it
Auckland
back.
hanging in here. North Harbour only having lost one game right the way through. That was yesterday, as I said. They have been very impressive.
Beautiful flick serve winner.
6-5.
Probably
7,
errors creeping
5.
in here from Shun Jong Ko.
I just noticed that too. It's quite unlike her. I said she was super stable in that first game.
Remember, this is her second time on court. She's already been part of the opening mixed doubles with Mani Minota. Abhinav Minota, they call him Mani. Good aggressive play there by Taglay at the net.
It's over.
And the service, get it back
6,
into the
7.
shuttle back into the racket of Harbour.
Excellent return of
Service
serve
over.
there from Jasmine.
8, 6.
Minota's still very confident. He's still down, not warming up as of yet. That one's long from the glade.
9.
3-point
6.
advantage to Auckland. We did see them lead by as many as 5, I think it might have been in that first game, and Harbour were able to come back. Oh,
Great winner off Jasmine's racket.
beautiful.
10, 6.
So we look from Co over to the coach there.
Service over.
That was nice by Co. Just saw that space
7,
in the backcourt.
10.
That's a very clever intercept, and that's exactly what she's got to do. Just keep pushing in, looking for that anticipation.
That was all. That's just beautiful work. Co sets it up, and
8,
Taglay gets it at the
10.
net. This is lovely stuff. These are two really good doubles teams.
Absolutely. And the rallies, they're just the shot quality in it.
Co to serve.
Service over.
Really is tit for tat to 11
11,
points. It's a
8,
3-point
interval.
advantage for Auckland. But they led going into the break in the first game as well, and Harbour were able to bounce back. Coach Fanny Megawara comes straight out, she charges out. She's knows, she's seen. She was trying to get a few messages there to Jun Jong Ko during the game. Such an amazing amount of knowledge in terms of both of the coaching teams. Interesting to see that Megawati was actually listed as part of the North Harbour side.
Oh, I hear she was ready. If she was needed for a singles, she was ready.
They were very fortunate to have
Court
there
11,
is the coach
20
just stepping
seconds.
off, incredibly talented as a
Court
player,
11,
and now that
20
translating into
seconds.
the coaching ranks as well. So if needed, men's doubles match would be Abhinav Minota, Sazoja, who was part of that team as well in 2019. They
To
go
Alyssa.
against Adam Jeffrey and
To
Dagman
Alyssa.
Vong.
Hinge it. To Alyssa.
And if Auckland could force it to a 6th game, it'd be Edward Lau and Shauna Lee versus Jack Wang and Sally Fu.
11, 8.
And if Auckland
Play.
could reel off 3 in a row, we would then go to the wonderful golden match, which is just a glorious concept.
It's over. 9, 11.
Good start for Harbour, though, straight out of the break.
It's over.
They did so well to keep the rally alive.
12, 9.
Auckland with the 3-point advantage. Philinang.
Two hit. Yep. Yep.
It's a bit of confusion as to who is to receive this serve. Ko had done so much great work in that rally. It's a shame
14.
that it was that mistake that has given the point to Auckland.
So much patience on that court. Just everyone playing their part definitely in that rally.
10-3.
Just imagine if all the rallies are going to be like that. We'll be here for the whole afternoon.
We could be here for a very long
Play.
time. And we'd be loving every second of it. This is great stuff.
Mid-game squat from Jasmine and leaves the shuttle and
Well, it was a mid-game squat and an apology as well.
14.
And they got the point. That's the most
she had
important
it under
thing.
control, really.
Advantage at 5. That was a great return by Ko.
Yeah, absolutely. Caught Sally off guard and then
10,
out of position when
14.
Alyssa just finished it off.
Change.
It's one of the things that, I guess that being the older player, the veteran, just knowing the time to maybe try a little trick like that.
It's also just having the skills to be able to be so creative on court.
11. 14.
Now, this was around the time in the first game where Harbour got a little bit of a roll on. Oh,
Here comes the roll. 3 points in a row, is it?
14.
indeed. They were down 14-9. Pained expressions there on the Auckland squad. And then Ko
With the
has
service
the
error.
advantage back.
15. 12.
The Auckland girls will take it.
Well, the Auckland girls need to capitalise on it because in the first game they did not. It was around the time, as I said, Harbour were able to get back into it, get it back to 15 all. And Harbour were able to control it. Super work from Ko.
Time to go.
One of the great things about Hyunjong Ko I've noticed today, she'll
13,
make a mistake
15.
almost immediately. She will do something to redeem that mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just great. Like, you can make a mistake. She doesn't lose any confidence. She'll still try for the next.
15-14.
Getting exciting now, Nigel.
We are seeing a mirror image of that first game, which Harbour won.
And you know what? I think the crowd can feel it too.
Oh, just bisected them, drops in, and guess what? We're back at 15.
15 all.
Tap on the rump there from Ko for a teammate.
Next point is crucial.
Dropped in.
Great play by Sally at the net.
16. 15.
Look around, you can see some of the faces of the fans, family and friends, no doubt, many of them.
A lot of their parents here as well actually supporting, so that's great to see.
Oh, it's another one of those great sports, the lovely family-friendly environment. Big play, big point.
Huge.
17. 15.
A lot of atmosphere.
Well, there's not too many other games going on, and some of the other competitions that are going. As we said, Wisden Cup is all wrapped up. That's been won by Harbour, 6-1 over Auckland. Some other games that are going on in some of the lower divisions, but most of the focus now here on court 11.
Great finish.
Treated to some quality.
Some
18,
excellent rallies here. These
15.
all four girls are working so hard on court. Everyone is just looking for an opportunity to either intercept or play that winner.
Need to stress, North Harbour have only dropped one game. Does that mean it means that they have won every single game that they played yesterday? Bar one, that was 17 of 18 matches. They won 2 games to love. And now Auckland has a 4-point advantage and have an opportunity to take a second game off North Harbour.
Can they capitalise?
Simple answer to that is they have got to, because if they don't, the Wisden Cup heads to the other side of the bridge for a second straight time. And they move now to game point.
20, 10 point, 15.
Game faces are back.
A bit of concern on Abhinav Manate there in the background. Manato, I should say. Down, and they've done it.
Just like that.
Second game to Auckland. One game all, and we will go to a decider in the women's doubles.
1 game all.
North Harbour leading 3-0 in the Wisden Cup final of 2021. Well, Fu and Eng, the big moments on this occasion, they held their nerve. Now, is this enough momentum, Michelle Au, to be able to continue, force the men's doubles teams to start warming up?
Absolutely. I think the Auckland girls are definitely going to carry the momentum from that final game, from that second game into the final game. And they will be looking to maintain that aggression because that is what worked so well for them. I think it'll be interesting to see what Harbour changes, if they do make any changes with their game plan.
If you were in the situation of Harbour, and I know that's hard for someone who's part of the Auckland squad to do so, but if you were in your opposition's shoes, what would you be looking to change? How would you be looking to maybe try and attack or switch things up against Eng and Fu, who have got their confidence up?
Well, I think both Alyssa and Hyunjong, they found their rhythm when they had Hyunjong attacking from the rear court, Alyssa looking for that intercept. It works so beautifully on so many points. So I guess for them it would be setting it up so they are in that prime position, you know. That's where they capitalised and earned the most points, I guess.
Court 11,
Auckland.
20 seconds.
It's the call coming through from
Court 11, 20
Simon
seconds.
Lynn. The Auckland coaching staff, management head off. Well, determined to try and send this to another game. So this is the third and deciding game. Auckland wins. We go to match 5, which will be the men's doubles. North Harbour wins it. We crown North Harbour the Wisden Cup champions of 2021. And they would go back to back. Oh, and a great start, straight off the serve, big return.
It's over.
Absolutely. There were a few flick serves in that previous game, but I think Hyunjong just got on top of them on that one.
Well, it's key for Harbour to get a good start to this game because in the previous 2, they have found themselves down. They're able to extricate themselves in game number 1, but not so in the second.
Likewise for Auckland, I think it's going to be so important for them to just take that strong start also. I think all four players are going to be fighting for that.
It was a different pace to that particular rally, but great patience by Harbour rewarded.
Absolutely. It's great patience all round from all 4 players.
I suspect this game could take a while.
Play.
Everyone, you can just sense, just in that rally alone, these 4 athletes know exactly the significance of what these next sets of points will do for their respective side. This is a good start, though, for Harbour, up 3-love.
Very strong. There's a lot of aggression on the court. Everyone is literally just trying to get on top of that shuttle as early as possible.
I look over to Ali from our commentary position, and Tell you what, game face, ice running through the veins of their coach, Feni Magawati. She is just looking so calm and so focused. Four love. Now this is just a total mental game now for Sally Fu and Jasmine Eng. They know they can compete. They've just got to get their heads back into it. Now
That's
it's
not
at
helping.
5 love.
5 love.
Need to look to regroup.
That's what I was looking for. We just saw it just off screen here, just a little high five from Fu and Eng, who seem to be walking away. Now they've come back. That's what you want to see. You need to see that togetherness. Superb defence, but delayed. And Ko is able to convert when the opportunity arises.
I have a feeling Sally and Jasmine might just need to change the game plan a little bit. They're putting in a lot of pace.
Oh, reactions again from De Glade.
7 love.
Just listening to Coach Henry Tam there, just some messages coming through.
Play.
This is a big hole at 7 love. Effort by both sides, but it is Harbour rewarded.
A lot of excitement on that Harbour side now.
You can see them behind. Alyssa Taglay there.
First of the fist pumps.
9.
This is starting to get away from Auckland. As soon as they get to 11, either first side reaches 11, there's a 2-minute break, and
Play.
Henry Tam would really like the opportunity to maybe get a hold of his team, who have fought so valiantly through those first 2 games and are just letting this one slide. This is going to be a very big ask for Auckland. We know they have the talent though. But is it just too big a hole against this very good Harbour duo?
So unfortunate.
The hole did open up. It was the right shot, wasn't it?
It was. And just a little bit of, I don't know if we can call it unluckiness at this point.
Well, this is a big pressure moment as Harbour moved to 11 love in the 3rd and deciding game of the women's doubles. 10 more points for Harbour, and they claim the Wisden Cup of 2021. North Harbour's already claimed the Schlesinger Cup today. 6-1 over Auckland. These 2 sides meeting in the decider.
Court 11, 20 seconds. Court 11, 20 seconds.
Well, if
Simon
anything,
with the call.
Harbour's in the great
Players
position
on
now.
court.
So in this situation, is it a case of you can play with patience, you don't need to be too aggressive, or it's just, look, this game's working, let's just keep going, let's really try and just stick to what we're doing and not overthink it?
Oh, I think that
11
these girls
love.
will just continue with the momentum,
Play.
that they have, and absolutely so. And the crowd will get right behind them for the next 10 points for sure.
11 straight points at the moment. Make that 12.
12 love.
Jung Ko is just belying her 31 years of age. It's the second time on court. And another beautiful read.
13, love.
No pressure on those shoulders right now.
Dylan Shazadza, Jung Ko, Oscar Guo, Abhinav Minotta, and Anna Park were members of that 2019, and they are rolling along. They were part of that Harbour team which
14,
won
love.
the Wisden Cup 2019, no competition last year.
Bolt.
Auckland
It's
on the
over.
board.
14.
After 14 straight points to Harbour, really have them in the box seat to claim the Wisden Cup. But this is sport, ladies and gentlemen. Stranger things have happened.
It's over.
Remember a great yarn about a mate of mine who was covering the Aussie Open, left the
15.
semi-final.
1.
It was 2 sets to love. The bloke who was leading, who'd won the first 2 sets, was up something like 1-5 and thought, was down 1-5. Thought, I'm going to go and get the car. And the guy who was down 2 sets and down 1-5 ended up winning in 5, one of the best games of tennis ever seen at the Aussie Open. So
It's
the
over.
moral, ladies and gentlemen, always stay to the last
2.
because you just don't know
15.
what's going to happen. But this looks like a
Absolutely.
big ask for Auckland, though, at the moment.
They can only just chip away at it.
That's all you can do. Now, the old classic, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, to throw in another cliche for you. But that's all they can do. Win a point, win another point. Get on that roll. Try and get Harbour doubting themselves, but there's just so much confidence. And Jung Ko is just stepping up massively.
Absolutely. They've just found their rhythm and there's no stopping them.
5 points away from the 2021
16,
Wisden Cup
2.
title. Back to back it would be for North Harbour. Being dominant all the way through, only dropping 2 games. That's long.
17-2.
Look of resignation on the faces of Sally Fu and Jasmine Eng.
Straight to
It's
the
over.
throat.
Ko can chuckle about it in front of us, so
17.
too can Fu and Eng, and there's the acknowledgement there.
To Alyssa.
Why was Jasmine if it gets the job done?
Absolutely. It's a point.
A point closer.
There's another point closer as well. It's got to chip away at it.
17.
So hard, this Harbour team. You can sense it.
It's an uphill battle, they say.
Abhinav Minotta can't sit now. He's off and wandering.
It's over.
3 points
18,
away.
4.
Crowd beginning to build around court 11. Watakli Badminton Centre. Ko steps in again.
19-4.
2 points away. We are at tie point. This
For the game,
20.
for the match,
Match
for the
point
cup.
4.
championship point for North Harbour.
They're holding on,
Service over.
Auckland. They're holding on.
5-20.
Great to see. Got to keep fighting. Still championship point though. We'll try and hold off 15 of them. There's
There's another one. Exactly.
6-20.
Gonna try to start the charge now. Why not? Oh, there it is.
How appropriate. That is Hyun Jong Ko, who secures back-to-back titles for the Maroon, White and Black of North Harbour. They are your 2021 Wisden Cup champions. Rightfully chuffed as well as now the pleasantries.
Good game.
Harbour, the celebrations can start. Wonderful performance. They had
Match
to
won
work.
by North Harbour, 21-18, 15-21, 21-6.
That is the Wisden Cup secured. Michelle Au, I know you're a passionate Auckland member, but you've just got to tip your hat, don't you, to just how good this Harbour team. They were great in 2019. They've come back again. They've been able to bring back a good core of it, and once again they've won the title, and deservedly so.
Absolutely. They had an incredible lineup coming into the Cup, and again they brought it out on finals day. So who better to award the Wisden Cup to than North Harbour?
And Alyssa, congratulations. Wisden Cup champions 2021. How good?
It feels really good. The team did really well throughout the whole week. We didn't drop a match, which was really good for us, yeah.
Well, you've only dropped 2 games as well. Were you a little bit nervous when Auckland came back and got that second game off you there?
Surprisingly, no. I think what was consistent with us was we kind of just relaxed through the whole thing, and that's kind of what got us the win in the end.
How are you feeling? Had to play 2 games and the second one was a 3-setter.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm feeling good, and yeah, it helps me, and it's good. Yeah.
How nice was it when that final point came off the racket? Did you know that was it? It was done?
No. Yeah, it's good. Absolutely.
So what do we do to celebrate now?
Sleep. Yeah, we're pretty tired.
Just talk to us about this particular team. What is it about the team, the coaching staff? Why is North Harbour? Why have you guys just gone back to back in the Wisden Cup?
I think Harbour's culture and just kind of support within each other is what really lifts us. It lifts everyone up, and yeah, you don't really see that that often. So yeah, it really helped us throughout the week.
Well, congratulations on closing out another Wisden Cup. Go and enjoy it with your teammates. That is the winning women's doubles combination. It is done for 2021. North Harbour victorious over Auckland. They won 4-0. They've only dropped 2 games over the last 2 days. Michelle Au, I mean, look, it's just so impressive. I mean, it's a bit of a dynasty they could be creating if these guys keep coming back and coming back. What was it about North Harbour over the last 2 days, in your opinion, that see them crowned deservedly as champions?
Oh, they just had so much depth across the board, across all the events, and I think that's where it really paid off. So hats off to North Harbour for their incredible development across all the different events and throughout the players.
Yep, North Harbour also winning the Slazenger Cup as well. Just in terms overall, Michelle, do you like the quality of badminton that you've seen over the last couple of days? Do you like where New Zealand badminton is at? Obviously at very challenging times that we're facing at the moment.
Yeah, it is a challenge, and I mean, like, there are Harbour and Auckland have obviously proved like they are very strong across the country. So a little bit more work for the rest of the country, I guess, to catch up to where they are, but good signs all around.
Well, I greatly appreciate your expert analysis. Also have to say as well, thank you very much to Anona Park, our producer. Jonathan Stone has done an absolutely outstanding job. Our congratulations go to North Harbour, 2021 Wisden Cup champions, 2021 Slazenger Cup champions as well. On behalf of the team that has brought you the Wisden Cup from the Waitakere Badminton Centre, Nigel Yolden wishing you a very good afternoon, and thank you for your company today on Sky Sport Next.
Bye.